The gold rush. It's here right now.
Others failed.
Phil and Bryce are not getting it. It's too painful.
Millet took aim.
I think Bryce is going to be in the bottom four.
She's a bitch. That's what bitches do.
But Phil went down.
Phil, you're going home.
1,500 horsepower. 10,000 pounds of car-crushing fury. Monster trucks. Strapped to the backs of complete novices. Will they control the truck? Or will the truck control them? It's time to punch the clock on America's toughest job. Monster Jam, the greatest extravaganza of sheer horsepower and carnage, bringing 5 million fans to 300 stadiums. It's considered one of the world's most action-packed motorsports. The 10 remaining rookies travel from Girdwood, Alaska to Salinas, California.
I see Monster Jam and I'm like, oh, we're gonna go monster trucking.
Who hasn't wanted to drive a Monster Jam truck? My whole life I've been wanting to get behind the wheel of some kind of race car or something. This is a dream come true for me.
Guys, meet your new boss. Dennis Anderson and Gravedigger.
Anderson is a 3-time world champion and the creator of Gravedigger. He's a legend in the Monster Jam world.
I had no idea what this is about. This whole world, 110%, I am a virgin to.
I was pretty nervous about taking part in Monster Jam. Watching these professionals run this track that we were going to be running, seeing them catch that much air. Oh my goodness! I was like, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Wow.
For Rick, driving Gravedigger brings back memories.
Unbelievable. I've been a big Monster Jam fan forever. Myself, my family. I'm just like overwhelmed right now. I just need a moment.
You do excellent.
I was raised by a single mother. She had some hard times. She had become addicted, so I kind of ended up homeless at a very young age, at 14. I slept under bridges, and there was some rough times. I didn't know if I was going to make it through. But I always had a little Gravedigger toy, digging in the dirt, you know. So to be part of this thing, unbelievable. I'll cry for that. Wow. This is cool.
Their first task, learn to drive.
All right, you guys, we're going to give you a taste of the real world. We're going to stick you on a track out here. We're going to be take off in low gear, buzz the motor up, you bang it into high gear, then you get right at the throttle. Kind of coast around the turn a little bit. Once you got the thing in low gear, put both hands on the wheel, return back around here, come back into your pit area. All right, let's get in the trucks, man. Let's see it.
Go. Put the steering wheel on. Yep. All right, here's your helmet. I was sitting in my idle, baby. You know what I'm saying?
You'll pull the power on, push the fuel in. You'll crank this button over, and then you flip that switch.
Just bang.
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 The rookies must use all 4 limbs at the same time. Dennis will judge them on accelerating, braking, steering, and shifting gears. He will also judge them on how well they obey the safety marshals. If the rookies lose control of their vehicle, All trucks are equipped with a remote-controlled truck shutdown switch.
1, 2, 3.
Rick pulls his truck up to the starting line for his practice run. He gets the go signal. And he's off. He turns the corner and lines his truck up for the return trip.
When you kick over this big beast, you feel like you're jumping on top of a cannon ready to go off. And the adrenaline that hits you is just, it's overwhelming.
Yeah, baby! That's what I'm talking about, Rick!
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Yeah!
She was pedaling it.
Holy
You know what I mean? Just womp.
Yeah.
Trying to go.
Now it's Lie's turn in Taz.
When you're strapped in and you're like tied in, you're just waiting. You're waiting to go.
That's a lot better.
She ain't scared. She's against the rev limiter for no doubt low gear.
It was smooth and you could smell all the oil just kind of going up there, and you're like, ah, it's a little bit of heaven.
Yeah! Woo!
That's it, baby. The speed flight's going up. Well, he just blurped it through it right second and let off of it. He's not all that good.
About to move the monster truck for the first time. A little bit shaken up. Getting into the truck, it's psychotic, you know what I mean? You get up in this thing and it's so intimidating. And you get like glued into this seat, you know? You're strapped, like you can barely breathe. You can't move much other than your arms.
Ben hits the throttle.
That was it. He's good. I like that guy.
That is like nothing else. It's like riding a hurricane.
Next up is Eric. Shut down. The officials cut the engine because Eric accelerated for too long.
I felt good, but I guess they felt that went a little too far or something.
You overdrove the truck. Number one is when they shut that truck off, do not coast. Get on the brake. Listen, you guys, remember, when they shut you off, stop the truck immediately. Do not coast.
Next up is Chris, who got ejected from the cab during the truck driving job in Alaska.
Hey, look, you know what? Why don't you stop being a belligerent ass?
Stop the truck. Out the door. Thank you very much. Enjoy yourself.
Will he be able to stay in the cab in this job?
What the?
We got shut off.
The officials hit the truck shutdown switch because, like Eric, he over-accelerated. And to make matters worse, he fails to hit the brakes.
Look at it. Not even on the brake, Dennis. Hit the brake. Hit the brakes. If that had been an arena, we'd have bought dashers, seats, everything. As soon as you're stopped, you hit that brake.
Yeah.
Brake immediately.
Yeah.
You have to follow our instructions 100%.
Yeah.
Bring it up to this line here.
Chris gets a second chance.
Bada bing, is he's lost in a world of nowhere. Keep an eye on this shotgun.
No. Oh, stop. Oh. Get out. Turn the fuel off. Got the fuel turned off?
Yeah.
Unstrap and get out.
What I mean?
You know, because when they shut you off, you got to get on the brake, and he told you that right there, and you just come around here dumbfounded as hell, coasting around like doo-doo-doo-doo.
Well, I thought that's what you wanted. I misunderstood.
No, I know, because, see, you're not listening.
No, but I mean, that's what, when I
I don't care what you thought, but I'm telling you, you did not listen, because everybody else heard it. You didn't hear it.
I got you.
So step out of the truck.
Once again, Chris gets the boot. Last up is Bryce. Bryce breaks a critical safety rule by taking off before he's given the green flag. 10,000 pounds and 1,450 horsepower rocket straight at Tom, the safety marshal.
He didn't even send it over to the flag guy, and he took off. That was bad.
And Dennis is not happy.
What the hell was that, dude? What was that? Why did you do that? You know how close he was to the freaking tire? You know, I ought to throw your ass out of the truck right now and be done with it because that looked bad.
Tom's right there. He's like, yeah, I know. That was freaking nerve-wracking, Tom.
Whenever that hand is up, when they throw the thumbs up, you got to give it back to him.
Okay.
He's going to tell you to watch the other guy that's going to flag you down.
You understand now?
Yeah,
you got to signal him back, let him know, okay.
Right. Okay.
And then he's going to step back and you're flagged off, okay?
Okay. I was in the truck. I had pulled up to the line, and I got my hand signals confused. I was thinking thumbs up means, okay, I can go now. You know, I take off, and I'm like, that one went pretty well. Then all of a sudden, the machine is shut down. I'm like, what the hell happened? I'm like, this is confusing. I made a mistake, and I think I just have to take my time now.
At the end of day one, Rick, Lié, and Ben prove they can accelerate and brake efficiently. While Bryce, Chris, and Eric violated safety rules. Next, the rookies prep the trucks and change the tires. First, they must jack up the truck, mount the tires, then tighten the lug nuts. These 66-inch tires must be able to withstand a rough landing from a 25-foot jump.
And just remember, you guys, don't get in a hurry, mess our equipment up, or knock the truck off the jack.
Let's rock, baby.
One team will take care of Blue Thunder,
Yeah.
while the other will work on the boss's baby, Gravedigger. Team Blue Thunder, anchored by Ben, Sandy, Bryce, Rommel, and Michaela, quickly get to it.
Changing a tire on a Monster Jam truck is outrageously and ridiculously tough because those tires weigh 720 pounds and they don't just roll up. You got to raise the truck up and down and you got to just freaking crawl that tire on there. It's hard-ass work.
That's the first tire I've ever changed in my life. Sad but true. I'm tough, but cars are not my thing.
I was picked to be on Team Gravedigger, working with Chris, Eric, Lié, and Steven. And I'll tell you, I've never worked with Eric before, and I've never worked with Lié, and I'm pretty concerned. I've seen and heard some of their past performances in the past jobs, and, Lié just la 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 la.
Wait, stop. Wait. That way.
And Eric,
Don't catch your knee under that tire like that, dude. That thing will break your leg. I'm not kidding you.
he's a loose cannon, and I think he's going to be a safety hazard, man. I'm working around a big truck. I don't want anything falling on me.
So I liked our team because I had Rick on my side, and I felt like, maybe I should take somebody else's lead on this stuff because I've changed tires before, but, I mean, come on, the tire's bigger than my car, seriously.
Right, I got this, brother. You go grab on the hydraulics. If there's a situation that's coming around that needs some sort of direction and there's no leadership, I tend to try to fall into that. Well, I don't even try, it just happens. Let's get as close as we can. I'm going to walk this way and then we'll switch on. I'll be honest with you. I have a hard time not being in charge of certain things. All right, Eric. Lower us down, bro. A little bit more. More. Okay, too much. So we have Eric running the jack, and we're trying to get this tire in position. You are all working on one side. Up. Okay. It all has to be one harmonious sequence of events.
Then Rick, who couldn't get the lug nuts on the big wheel, was saying, push it on. I said, no, you don't push it on. You got to lower the jack so it slips on the lug.
I just want to get a bike. You know, and I'm saying, okay, move to the left, move to the right. And I said, okay, pushing a little bit on the top, pushing a little bit on the top. Push real hard up top.
1, 2, 3.
Push real hard up top.
1, 2, 3.
What happened?
He said, no, push, push, push. All of a sudden, they tipped over the truck.
What the hell was that?
That's not cool.
Then down.
Well, we just want to get it in.
All right, look.
What happened over here?
Everybody all right?
Yeah, we're clear.
What'd you do?
We need another jack.
Well, who the hell was pushing on the tire and cramming it over there? Who was doing that?
We were all trying to position it together. I can't really point a finger on anybody to blame on the truck incident with the jack. I mean, it was just bad, piss poor teamwork.
Rick screwed up. It's his decision.
Push real hard up top.
1, 2, 3. We freaking ruined a jack. We had the potential of ruining the gravedigger. You make a mistake in your real day-to-day job, you can't just keep going and never say you're sorry. You actually have to apologize to the boss. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's already done.
You know what? It is his baby, and that's your drive, and that's your career, and that's your life. It's not kissing ass. It's me trying to keep my job.
Yeah, I know, but honestly, I cannot believe that somebody wasn't watching that, because when I was stressing about knocking it off the freaking jack, I was honestly bull. I didn't think nobody would do it. Hey, it makes no difference. I'm going to tell you right now, if you drive that truck like y'all worked on it today, you guys are going to suck. And I hope like hell you're not in a gravedigger truck when you do it.
Thank you. Thank you, boss.
As the rookies go to change into their driving suits, the fallout continues.
I've worked with every single person here except for you and Romel and Sandy so far. And from a teamwork perspective, it sucks. It's tough.
Overexcited and everything goes out. Your adrenaline's pumping.
When you were trying to apologize to the boss, I would never do that. I would say, hey, look, you know, that sucks that happened. Here's what I'm going to do to fix it. But you looked at the boss's ass.
No, I was not kissing. I was listening to what the boss had to say.
The big difference between you and I is that when I work strictly with my head and my logic, and when you work, your heart is in it. You work so hard.
I'll explain why, and I know exactly why my heart is in it, because I didn't have a father growing up.
Neither did I.
And not having that father approval or not having that, I look for that in my bosses. And so when I go back up to apologize to a boss, it's because somewhere deep rooted inside of me, I still need that approval. So it's like when you're talking to me, it feels like you're a father figure. You have children, you know? So when you're doing that to me, that's what's happening. So I do take it to heart, and I feel like I'm such a baby when that stuff happens. But I was beat up as a kid. Like, I've heard a lot of people's stories that have happened. A lot of people have been abused when they were younger. I was one of them. I was thrown in a dryer when I was younger. I was beat with welt marks up and down my legs, you know. I had to stand in the corner with my nose plastered in the corner because I didn't have my freaking room clean, you know. And I wasn't allowed to sleep. I would have to go to work after school. So I look for my boss's approval. And so when I'm going up, I understand what those bosses are thinking. That's why I'm apologizing, because it's their livelihood. And my dad would drill that into me. And
it's not your dad. Nobody's out against you, and nobody's going to put your face in the corner anymore.
Yeah,
it's not about that. I'm not going to get a beer bottle upside my head every night when I come home from my mother. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you're not going to hit me with some boo-hoo story to expect me to feel bad for you. You know, I've been through way worse than that. So anybody who wants to play the victim with me, you're not going to get too far, because I don't play that game.
For their main challenge, the rookies take to the course to perform a Monster Jam mainstay, the ramp jump. They'll be judged on throttle control, the height and length of their jumps, and compliance to Monster Jam safety rules. If they get it wrong, the results could be disastrous. First up is Ben. He's given the all-clear sign. Ben moves up to the line. It's an automatic disqualification if a driver goes on the red light.
see how you let off of it? You got it, man. You got it. Gas it.
Ben's second jump is professional grade.
Oh! The biggest air. That's a grave digger driver.
And with a good third jump, Ben sets a high standard.
That was right there, buddy. Yes.
Next up, it's the ladies, Leah, Michaela, and Sandy. Leah clears her first jump.
She's smoking.
And she gets some real air on the second try.
Yeah.
You're flying, dude. You're literally like, you're in the air. You see straight up in the sky before you're coming down. And, oh, it's gorgeous.
That's Michaela right there. I tell you, man, she has got confidence.
When I was sitting in the truck, I was petrified. You're sitting on top of 1,500 horsepower. But it turned from nervous excitement into like adrenaline.